It's a road game for the Bobcats, and they're facing an interconference matchup in today's game. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. And one of the players we'll be seeing in this one, Al Horford.
Guys, he's extremely difficult to cover on the low block. He's skilled, he's got a lot of moves he can go to, and he keeps the defense off balance.
And the other most noticeable thing about him to me is his passing. I mean, he makes things so easy for his teammates. All they have to do is get to the right spot on the floor, and he'll get it to them.
Thunder making a quick stop here in front of their home crowd of Oklahoma City, just one game before heading back out on the road. They come into this one very confident. They feel like this is a game they should win against a team that struggled. We'll see if they can take care of business.
You know, I think for Oklahoma City, their season hasn't been great, and it hasn't been terrible. It's been fairly pedestrian. A few times it's looked like they're about to turn the corner, but they just haven't been able to sustain that winning momentum.
And I'm not quite sure why that is, because I think they've got the talent to be among the league leaders, but it looks to me like it's not going to happen for them this year.
Ball stolen. Alexander passes to Jackson. For Oklahoma City, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Very successful free throw shooting team a year ago, guys. They hit about 80% from the line.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And he will take the ball right into the teeth of the defense.
The Hornets shooting their first free throw of the night here. For Oklahoma City, their last game was a loss to New York.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. At home, that kind of defense isn't going to come. Never mind if you're on the road.
They really look tired to me, and I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy.
And the Hornets with possession here. Following the three from Alexander. Shot from 12. Shot clock at 3. Second chance shot, and that's good for 2. 5 points in the game. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I briefly spoke with Oklahoma City's head coach. He told me that he's looking forward to this matchup. Their first look at this team so far this season. He says they'll look to play up defensively. As usual, their length and shot blocking a great deterrent inside. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. And given the scoring talent on the floor, defensive mindedness definitely a key here, guys. Any thoughts?
Well, I agree, Kevin. Playing sound defense has to be their focus. If they can win the battle at that end of the floor, I think they've got a great chance to win.
Well, I agree, because if they don't do that, Steve, what happens at the other end isn't going to matter. It'll be futile. Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points.
Tremendous stuff from a guy Clark we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move, and 2 big points, too.
And the Hornets with possession here. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And it's good. Walk through contact, hits the shot, and go to the free throw line.
What a play. The hoop plus the arm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And he was up over the 80% mark from the free throw line last year. I'm sure he was pretty happy with those numbers.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
Three-pointer. Here's Biombo. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Horford. The Thunder leading by 3. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Yeah, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. The offense really in a good groove.
The pass to Bridges. The dish now to Graham. Here's Biombo. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Look at that effort and energy as he creates the second chance and then converts.
He doesn't just convert, Clark. He converts with maximum force.
He could give lessons on the art of offensive rebounding.
From 10 feet out and too long on the shot.
Good percentage shot, though. That's one they'll take any day of the week.
Pass to Washington. Rozier, the three. The offensive rebound. Bridges shot, good. Bridges has got his first bucket of the night.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
Here's Alexander.
Well, he's got to watch himself now. I mean, that's 2 fouls already, and he can't afford another.
With this break in the action, here's a look at the teams that have blocked the most shots in the NBA this last month. In third, the Thunder.
They've been racking up the blocks lately, so, I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
That free throw good from Alexander. Charlotte making a switch here. Both free throws good from Alexander. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Rozier defended by Alexander. Rozier. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He has 7.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
So it's the Thunder now, following the bucket by the Hornets, and Jackson gets it to go.
Well, the number one priority for a defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
And another specialty of his is the 3 ball from the corner. That's his signature shot.
And the Hornets with possession here. After the made shot from Jackson. Here's Ball. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Picked by Horford. Number 5. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Al Horford impeding the defense there with the solid screen.
Rozier defended by Alexander. Pass to Bridges. Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
But I'll tell you what, they're glad these guys aren't in their conference because last season they didn't beat them once.
Hornets trail by 5. Passes it to Ball. Rozier fires for 3. The pass to Bridges. He dishes it to Biyombo. Backs down. Puts up the baby hook. He passes the ball. Rozier goes up again. The shot will not go.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Pass to Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple. Steve, you know, as he was talking about moments ago, Clark, it was just 2 games and they couldn't beat him. And you're right, this is one of the few teams they struggled against.
So with their first chance this season to turn the table, I bet we're going to see some kind of game tonight. I think we'll see their best performance.
I thought he'd make that one. That's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
To the middle, and out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Well, let's take a look at how Oklahoma City ranked in the league last year. 6th in fewest turnovers per game. 7th in free throw percentage. And they were a top 10 team in field goal shooting. Not bad for a team that's got an awful lot of young, talented players.
I think the most impressive aspect of their team last year, Clark, was the few turnovers that they committed. In the top 10 in the league in terms of fewest turnovers per game. And that boded well for them. Anytime they took care of the basketball, they were extremely difficult to beat. And that became a big part of their identity.
And so here is Oklahoma City after the made shot from Martin. They get a hand on it. Martin with the bucket. Martin's got his first points of the night.
Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
Base. Oh, what a great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line and try to check on another one.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
Passes it to McDaniel. Back to Martin. Zeller setting the pick for Martin. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Base. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Martin attacking. And it's blocked. Here's McDaniel. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And that call gets an instant reaction from the fans.
Well, that's a whistle that did not go over very well.
Alexander defended by Ball. Back to Jackson. There's the three. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
I thought overall, Kevin, it was mostly the defensive effort that hurt them. Just no energy, no purpose.
Steve, I thought they were late on their rotations. They didn't really communicate well, and as a result, they paid for it.
So it's the Thunder now. Base defended by McDaniel. Here's Alexander. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Here's Martin. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. At the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Oklahoma City out in front, leading by a point.
Spend your Christmas day with the NBA. The Miami Heat take on the Dallas Mavericks live next Friday night.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Thunder.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
They're also having a lot of success from the free throw line tonight. You always want to cash in from there.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Thunder 5 right now. And we can talk all we want about their passing, but from three-point range, these point guards have been filling it up for the past month. Take a look at Hill. Second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
Well, a lot of the point guards in the NBA don't get enough credit for how well they shoot the ball. So give this group their due. Some outstanding long-range shooters right there.
No question about it, Steve. And being able to knock down the three ball as well as this group can makes them so much more effective at the point guard spot. It really causes problems for the defense.
Number 6. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And the Thunder lead by 2.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Martin kicks to Hayward. From the arc. Shot is off.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Inside. Ariza with the bucket. Now it's a 4-point Thunder lead.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Outside, Martin. Hayward dishes to Martin. 6 on the shot clock. Number 1. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That's his first foul. And the Hornets making a change here. The Thunder leading by 4. It's Hill on the wing. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Ariza with the bucket.
The thing you notice right off the bat from the statistics, just his three-point percentage. I mean, it's a terrific number, and it's a combination of things. Good shot selection, his mechanics are solid, and his movement on the perimeter is outstanding.
Also, guys, so often we see him playing possum at the defensive end. And then all of a sudden, he springs into action, picks off a pass, and ignites the fast break.
It's Ariza on the wing. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And Zeller backs down. Kicks to Graham. He feeds it to Zeller. Takes it from 10. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Ariza with it. Now guarded by Hayward. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Thunder. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip. The Thunder have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. And the Thunder making a switch here. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Fans don't like that call one bit.
Well, the officials got an earful as a result.
Williams inside. And they're pushing it up. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Buries it from three-point range.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Graham, the pass to Washington.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
And it's Hill penetrating. Here's Ariza. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Hayward off the pick from Washington. Hayward can't hit.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Ariza gets a screen from Muscala. Outside Hill. Nailed from three-point land. And now an 11-point Thunder lead.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeouts.
Oklahoma City on D. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. There's the pass to Washington. There's the feed to Graham. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Graham's got 5 points so far.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
Oklahoma City leading by 8. Ariza sends a screen for Hill. Number 11. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Down low, Hayward kicks to Graham. Here's Washington. Off target from outside. Oklahoma City's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Williams, that's good. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter. Number 1, he started by Hill. Dishes it to Graham. Pass to Washington. 6 to shoot. He kicks to Zeller. Gets it to go. Zeller's got his second basket.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Show you the teams that have shot the lights out during the last month. Fifth on the list, the Thunder.
They've been playing so smart lately. Just the way they move the ball and they share it. They're always finding good looks.
Left side, Williams. Puts it up from 17. And there's another one for the Thunder.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Hayward with the ball. 9-point game his last outing. And it's Graham missing. Ariza outside. Outside Williams. Lets it go. And again it's Oklahoma City.
He is really having a good quarter, a strong quarter, an efficient quarter, doing a lot of positive things out there.
Passes it to Washington. Fires from 14. Here's Zeller. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So we've got a couple of free throws coming up, and that one falls for Zeller. Here's Hill. We've got 1:55 left now here in the second. Feeds it to Horford. Picked by Horford. Number 11. Tries to keep it alive. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Washington's checked in for Charlotte. Off the inbound. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense, that's for sure. Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
The Thunder leading by 9. Puts up a 3. The second chance effort. And Horford finishes inside.
Things have changed a little bit here in the second quarter, guys, and we're seeing them start to convert a lot of second chance opportunities.
Yeah, and I'm sure the coach has to be happy about this. I mean, the hustle underneath is paying off in a big way.
The dish to Graham. Pass to Bridges. Sinks the triple. Bridges has got 5 points so far.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
44 seconds left in the first half. On the wing, Hill. Ace defended by Washington. Hill dishes to Horford. Biombo on him. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And the Thunder making a switch here. Hornets trail by 8. Rozier. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. The Hornets shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And you look at the numbers from a year ago, guys, this is a club that hit about 75% of its free throws.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
He hits both from the stripe.
In the second quarter, they've had the right approach. Very aggressive, driving, drawing contact, and creating opportunities at the free throw line.
Well, you know, if other things aren't working for you, Steve, getting to the foul line can be a good place to start to turn it around.
Alexander laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Alexander's got 17 now.
Getting better and better. Got that field goal percentage up in the 60s now.
Now they've dialed it in here in the second quarter. They are on fire.
But they recover it.
There's another opportunity. Everything's going right for these guys.
And that concludes the first half. Thunder lead by 8. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
The NBA season is rolling right along. Let's look back at the first half. The Thunder doing well so far. Sitting in 7th place right now, a little too close to the bubble for their liking. A nice start for Trevor Ariza. He's up to 9 points and has also grabbed a couple rebounds. And on the Hornets side of things, they're managing to hang around. Great energy and aggression offensively, making their own luck with a lot of second-chance points. Getting it done early, Cody Zeller. He's got 7 points and not much to complain about with his shot selection either. A nice field goal percentage in the first half. And now we'll look at games that won't be tipping off until later. It'll be the Bulls out at United Center against the Nuggets. So we got a nice East meeting West battle happening there. That one gets started at 8 Eastern. And the other game tipping off later, it's the Mavericks against the Nets in Brooklyn. That gets going 7:30 Eastern. And we'll see you next time. Second half about to get underway in Oklahoma City. So long, folks.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. It's been a clinic from Alexander.
Yeah, he was on a mission there in the first half, just trying to get into the lane every time possible.
Aggressive attacking basketball at its very best.
And Charlotte looking at who they've got. We've got Bismack Biyombo, and it's Washington in at the 4-man position. He dishes it to Hayward. Fires the 3. That drops. Hayward's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Hornets.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
Stolen away, and here comes the break. He passes to Graham.
You know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
Rozier, defended by Alexander. Offensive rebound. Here's Biyombo. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
He's their leader defensively. He's able to do so many things well on that end of the court and takes the pressure off everybody around him. An indispensable asset for them.
And we'd be remiss if we didn't also mention his supreme shot blocking. And he doesn't do it softly. He comes up with emphatic denials.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Alexander, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Alexander's got 19 points.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
The pass to Washington. Stripped it away. Fast break. Here we go. All going up court.
The instant that steal was made, they were off and running the other way.
Ball pressure is in a run-out siege. That's perfection to me.
Hornets trail by 7. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. From outside the arc. Here's Biyombo. And he dunks it down.
Boy, I like the way he carved out just enough space to get his hands on the missed shot and then rattle the rim on the putback.
And the gap narrow.
They're closing it fast.
Well, that's the effort of a team ready to fight back into this game.
Pass to Alexander. No good from outside.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Kicks to Graham. Lets it go from deep. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Well, that's an aggressive play trying to get that rebound. Maybe a little too aggressive.
And it was totally unnecessary, Steve. He was in no position to get to that ball. He should have just received it.
While we're on a short break, we've got some time to break down the steal leaders at the shooting guard position over the last month. A baseline J.
He has not been on his game. And, you know, their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
He feeds it to Jackson. No good on the triple. Hornets trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Rozier. The Hornets rebound.
Tough play underneath to give them another shot.
Now the feed to Hayward. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Passes to Washington. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out.
The Thunder have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. That one is off. And the Hornets making a change here. And the second free throw, good. So it's the Hornets now. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. In the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3.
And, you know, for the Pacers, that's a game that they would really like to win.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit, and it's still early. They have to play smart, or they could give up a lot of free throws.
The Hornets have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. Both free throws good from Ball.
You know, even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line this half.
I think they've done a good job of making the most of their chances at the line, and they've got to keep it up to take the lead.
Double by Hayward. Number 5. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. He has 5.
Well, when the double team's in place, it really spreads the floor offensively.
This is to Hayward. He passes the ball. He kicks to Graham. Feeds to Biyombo. There's the bucket. Good. Biyombo's got 10 points. The Thunder leading by 4. Here's Alexander. And the shot is long.
Boy, have they been hitting the glass hard or what? Kind of surprising in such a tight game.
Yeah, you're right. Very rarely will you out-rebound in the corner like that and not have it pay off.
Now Graham. He has 5. Ball. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Boy, that's a frustrating one there. Easy look at the hoop.
And there's the pass to Alexander. From outside, off the mark. Hornets trail by 6. Pass to Washington. Lets the 3 fly, and that is good.
The defense sagged off, and, you know, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that 3.
Foul timeout called by Oklahoma City. And the Hornets making a change here. Oklahoma City's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Alexander. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Alexander's got 24.
He's got great length for a point guard, and it served him well on that play.
Rozier. Blocked.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Thunder?
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And I'll tell you, the other thing that's been a factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really fallen off. There's not much working for him as he moves to 1 of 6 now in the quarter.
Number 17. Defended by Washington. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Thunder have been shooting right around 75% at the line. 9 of 12 so far. First one falls for him. And the Hornets making a change here. And he makes the first but misses the second.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for them.
But it has to translate, Clark, if they're going to cut into this lead. They've got to convert those boards into points.
And another three for Charlotte.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
1:49 left in the third quarter. There's the pick. Number 5. They get the rebound. Base. And the space there, but it's offline. Hornets trail by 3. Now the dish to Martin. Hozier pass the ball. Here's Biombo. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Biombo's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's just embarrassing the defense right now because didn't really need to double clutch there.
Base. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. And the Thunder lead by 3.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
There's the pick. Pass to Martin. Here's Washington. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
And that one's good.
I'm speechless, Kevin. With his shooting ability, that's a 1 in 100 shot.
Hornets trail by 6. High arcing shot, and the layup is up and in. 9 points in the game so far.
Man, he shows us he knows how to finish with a flourish.
Pick by Horford. Base goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Oh, he's got such great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
He dishes it to Biombo. From 12 feet out. No good off the front iron. Number 6. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Thunder out in front. They lead by 6.
Spend your Christmas day with the NBA. The San Antonio Spurs go up against the Boston Celtics. It's all happening next Friday.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. Trevor Ariza out there with Horford. And there's Jackson, and it's Alexander, and at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
Picked by Horford. Number 5. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Thunder lead by 7.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Here's Graham. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for it. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Look at the night for Trevor Ariza. 9 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
Free throw drops for Ariza. George Hill's checked in for the Thunder. Ariza hits them both. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Graham with the ball. He's against Hill. Lets it go with a 3. No good.
This fires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far. He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Kicks it out to Ariza. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Hornets trail by 7. Hozier Hill pulls it in. Nice work on the board. It's paying off at the basket.
Second chance points again, a big problem for this team.
Well, they've been sleepwalking a bit. You'd think they'd wake up at some point, but they just keep letting rebounds slip away. Everybody's got to get in there and board.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Hayward, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. That free throw good from Alexander. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Both free throws good from Alexander. And so here's Charlotte. They trail by 7. And the pass to Washington. Looking to end his cold spell. And so he ends a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Horford's checked in. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Ace defended by Washington. Pass to Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Hornets trail by 5. Here's Biombo. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul call. He'll shoot free throws. And the first one at the line is good. And the Thunder making a change here. Second free throw, no good.
They really could have used a perfect trip to the line there. Instead, they're still down 2 possessions.
Kicks it to Horford. Number 5. The three-pointers right on target. And the Thunder lead by 7.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Graham, the pass to Martin. Here's Biombo. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Fans don't like that call one bit.
Well, the officials got an earful as a result.
Jackson misses. Hornets trail by 5. And it's Martin penetrating. Lays it up and banks it in.
Someone has to be willing to throw themselves in there, contest the layup.
Number 5. Cannot hit. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. And here we go. A floater. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
And the first one drops. Bridges, he's checked in for Martin. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a 2-possession game, at least.
Got a piece of it. He feeds it to Graham. 5 to shoot. A jump hook. Here's Bridges. Banked in off the glass.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Yep, ball movement, player movement, generating a lot of easy opportunities for themselves down there.
Alexander's checked in for George Hill. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
During that break, the coach of the Thunder had some words for his team. We can't let up now. If we stay and make a few plays, we'll be right back in it. His message was clear. Stay the course, Kevin.
Alexander passes to Jackson. No luck. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. The shot's good from Ball. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Here's Alexander. It's rebounded by Ball.
Ill-advised dunk attempt there. Oh, what throw down there. Man. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Well, rebounding and second chance opportunities have been a huge factor in this game.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
A floater, that's good. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Feels like a flip has been switched at halftime because both teams now really getting after it.
And it's been a fun half of basketball, Steve.
Here's Alexander. The vet gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Alexander's got 30 points. But feed now to Biombo. He passes it to Washington. Dishes it to Graham. Shot clock at 6. Washington passes the ball from beyond the arc. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Charlotte making a switch here. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Here's Alexander. Can't get it to go. Some solid D from Biombo. Charlotte has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
Thunder on D. He kicks it to Graham. Launches a 3, and the shot is good. And the Hornets lead by 5.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well. Well, he did have a three-pointer in the first half, but so far here in the second, he's come up empty.
Feeds to Biombo. Martin takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. And it's a 7-point Hornets lead. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Passes to Alexander. Cans it from downtown. Alexander's got 16 points here in the second half.
He's not lost his focus today. Even when things haven't gone his team's way, he's still bringing it.
And the Hornets making a change here. Bridges checks in. Rozier defended by Alexander. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. Nice D from Alexander.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Puts up the baby hook, and he can't bank that one in. Rozier. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Alexander, buried from 15 feet out. Now just a 2-point Hornets lead.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he's finding it very difficult to score here in the fourth.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
That's his second three-pointer of the half and his third overall.
Oklahoma City's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Connects! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. Whoa, Nelly.
Listen to that.
That shot eliciting a roar from this gigantic crowd.
That was huge, guys. Absolutely huge.
Rozier. It's in!
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Ace defended by Washington. Jackson can't knock in the 3.
And his mechanics are just all out of whack now. He just has no feel for his shot.
Well, his numbers certainly back that fact up. I mean, he has gone ice cold here.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. The Thunder shooting at 52% for the field. They're clicking. Launches it. Knocks down the trifecta. Jackson. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, no question the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
And so both free throws are good. It's a 5-point game.
And thanks to those free throws right there, it becomes a two-possession game.
15 seconds left in the game. Base defended by Washington. Outside for Jackson. Number 5. Off target with his 3. Stolen by Jackson. And so Charlotte with the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.